Would you like details on specific ancient groups, genetic studies, or historical descriptions? Ancient Middle Eastern populations and their skin color, genetic and historical evidence. There is strong genetic, archaeological, and historical evidence suggesting that the people of the Middle East, North Africa, and the Levant around 3000 BCE had darker skin, similar to native Africans. Below, we'll examine the scientific, genetic, and historical records to support this claim. 1. Genetic evidence. Dark-skinned populations in ancient Middle East. Modern genetic studies show that early human populations in the Middle East were genetically linked to Africans. Here are some key findings. A. Natufians, 12,000 to 10,000 BCE, dark-skinned hunter-gatherers. The Natufians, the first known civilization in the Levant, modern Israel, Palestine, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, were directly linked to North and East Africans. Genetic studies, Lazaridis et al. 2016, show that the Natufians had African ancestry and dark skin. This suggests that pre-Bronze Age Middle Easterners were dark-skinned. B. Ancient Egyptian DNA, Schunemann et al. 2017. DNA analysis of mummies from Egypt, 3100 to 1500 BCE, suggests that early Egyptians were genetically closest to East Africans and the Natufians. They likely had brown to dark brown skin, similar to people in modern Sudan, Ethiopia, and Eritrea. Later Egyptians, after 1000 BCE, had more genetic input from Eurasian populations, which lightened their skin over time. C. The Iranian Neolithic farmers, 8000 BCE, the first known agriculturalists in Persia, Iran, and Mesopotamia, had dark skin genes, similar to South Asians and early Middle Easterners. Lighter skin genes did not fully appear in the region until after 2000 BCE. 2. Historical descriptions of ancient Middle Easterners. Ancient Greek, Roman, and biblical sources describe Middle Eastern and North African people as having dark skin. A. Ancient Egyptian descriptions. Egyptians painted themselves in art with reddish-brown or dark brown skin, while lighter-skinned people, such as Libyans and some Semites, were shown as foreign. The Greek historian Herodotus, 5th century BCE, described Egyptians as having black skin and curly hair, similar to people in Sudan and Nubia. B. Biblical and Hebrew descriptions. The Hebrew Bible describes Semitic and Middle Eastern peoples as having dark complexions. The Song of Solomon, 1:5-6, states, "I am black and beautiful, O daughters of Jerusalem." This suggests that Israelites and Canaanites in ancient times had darker skin. C. Greek and Roman descriptions of Arabs. Herodotus, 5th century BCE, described Arabians as dark-skinned and woolly-haired, suggesting a connection to African populations. Strabo, 1st century BCE, noted that the people of Arabia and Ethiopia were similar in appearance. 3. When did lighter skin appear in the Middle East? While the earliest Middle Easterners were dark-skinned, lighter skin began to appear due to migration and adaptation. A. Indo-European and Central Asian migrations, 2000 BCE to 1000 BCE. Lighter-skinned Indo-European peoples, such as Hittites, Persians, and Scythians, migrated into the region. Over time, genetic mixing led to lighter skin. Ancient Middle Eastern populations and their skin color, genetic and historical evidence.